This is EA MMA demo on PS3. Overeem versus Lashley. And Lashley, just like in real life, he lives off his wrestling, so he's just gonna go for takedowns. Then you can do circle to sprawl those takedowns. Square to go for a submission, like a guillotine. And X to transition. So you can pepper him up, and you can press X to transition, take his back like that. Or you can press triangle and just go for stand up. And here I'm just trying to pepper him up so I can get full mount like that. And he gives his back up. He knows it'll be over if Overeem drops the bombs. And he finally slips out of it. So there I could have been just tapping circle instead of peppering him up to deny him from getting out, but I want to pepper him up, try and get full mount. And I'm hesitant in the stand up because he just goes for those takedowns over and over, which is good. It's like real life. You don't want to be coming out throwing head kicks and charging forward on Lashley, because he'll just do that and take it down. Then in full guard, you can go for X to reverse, but that drains a lot of stamina, or triangle to get out. So it's real important to get back into full guard in this game, because that's how you escape. Lashley's just going for those takedowns. You can do major transitions too if you hold the left stick and X. Then instead of like just switching into full guard, you'll try and reverse it. Or if you're on top, then you'll go from like half guard to full mount with the major transitions. But it's easier for the opponent to reverse. And here I'm just trying to work back into full guard here. I don't want Lashley mounting me. And as you can see, the animations are a lot better than UFC. UFC was so stiff, especially on the stand-up. UFC fighters look like they had to stick up their ass and just move their arms, and that's it. And here Lashley doesn't want to stand with him. See, that was a major transition right there. It went from he was in side mount, and I got him all the way back in the full guard. Now we get some stand up, and I'm gonna live off that circle button on Lashley because he just goes for takedowns over and over. So if there's room, I like to get the full mount and just try and pound these guys. Trying to pepper him up so I can get full mount. He slips out of it again. And sprawling it again. And the stand-up feels a little awkward at first because punches aren't really fast. So you want to like throw like a 1-2 and it's like 1-2. I'm hoping like other fighters like Nick Diaz will just, they'll be boxing a lot faster than these wrestlers that they do in the demo. Yeah. I'm just gonna keep sprawling Lashley. And here's the clinch game. I'm just gonna press triangle, try and get my underhooks. And then press circle to prevent him from getting underhooks like that. Press triangle again, you can spin him. Press circle and you prevent the spin right here. But then I'm going to try and elbow him, but he spins me around. And I just press X there and trick him. Going for those takedowns, you sprawl it. Press triangle there, stand up. Try and work some stand up here at the end of the round. He's getting me against the cage, so I'm going to try and get my underhooks. But while I'm getting my underhooks, he's just going to slam me like that. Now sometimes I press circle and he still slams me, so it's not like you can just live off the circle button. It also goes by the guy's stats. So, like, I'll be pressing circle and he can still transition because his wrestling's so good. That's the end of the round. Replays are a little better than UFC's. They actually show you some of the action. UFC's replays are kind of stupid. Sometimes they would just show like a transition or something. Then there's blood in this game also. You see like a little blood on Lashley's nose in this fight. But one fight he cut me open and there was blood all over the fighter.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Let's get it on!
Alright, round 2. You can press like up on the D-pad, show respect like that, but and then Dirtbag tries to take him down instead of show some respect. Actually, he loves his takedowns. If he doesn't get a takedown, he's garbage. There's Overeem, K1 fighter here. Can show Lashley what. Yeah, I'm just gonna go Christmas Story on his ass and fight. That's it for this fight. There's no ref jumping in, but I guess they didn't have time to implement the ref jumping in. Big John jumping in and stopping the fight. That was a nice touch from the UFC 2010. So that's it for this fight. There's another fight coming up that I threw in to show pretty much a complete opposite of this. It's a quick fight, which is what I really like about this game. Fights can be battles like this, or they can be over in 20-30 seconds. At the end of the next video, I have fight results, and it's just a guillotine. Lashley went for a takedown, and I guillotined him. That was the entire fight. And this one's a little longer than that, though. The video coming up right after this.
Get it on!
This fight, Lashley's gonna shoot. I press square to go for a guillotine there, but you don't always get it. So now Lashley's just gonna work his wrestling. I'm just trying to work full guard to get out. And as you can see, if you look at the top left, my stamina is like almost drained because I've been trying to do reversals and transitions. And here he doesn't want to let me up. He postures up and he was about to punch, so I press square and get him into an armbar. And then here you don't want to button smash because your stamina drains real quick, so you kind of want to just watch this screen and just kind of tap R and make sure your stamina doesn't drain when you're going to get out. That's it for the fight. So as you can see, it was the complete opposite of that fight. He just dominated on the ground, and the only thing I really did was press square in that fight. It's over. And that's one thing you couldn't do in the UFC game, and destroy your analog sticks trying to go for a submission, and you can never submit the computer, especially not in like 20 seconds. Other people you can spend in 20 seconds are noobs who don't know what to do in their time. So graphics are pretty good. They're not as sharp as the UFC game though. And that's the fight results for that fight right there. Not too much. And this is the guillotine fight. You can see Lashley he went for a takedown. I pressed square as it take me down instead of circle to sprawl and got the guillotine in there. And then there was a 30-second submission battle there, and I finally got the guillotine on him. And the guillotine submission is kind of like a circle game you play, so but it's pretty good. Overall, pretty good demo. I'll buy this game.